The show where we examine the hot buttered hubris that turned a potentially awesome movie into a target for nerd scorn.
I don't think that started. I think you should start from the beginning again.
All right, I'll start again. Hello, and welcome to Who's Responsible for This, the show where we examine the hot buttered hubris that turned a potentially awesome movie into the target for nerd scorn. We are saving the world one dick joke at a time.
Is it really just one? I feel like we get at least two or three per movie.
Well, yeah, it's one dick joke at a time, though. But for a movie like Alexander, which was interminably long...
Yeah, we're talking about a movie that, like, I stopped several times just to go look at porn and masturbate.
Oh, yeah. I had to take it in parts. Now, we'll get into that in just a second, but please, intros, kind sir.
Oh, yes. Well, don't you usually go first? I'll go first.
I thought you were introducing me this time.
I'm stepping on it right now.
You fucked up the opening. You fucked up the entry.
You fucked up the entry. I'm Steve Danger Awesome, and I'm here to say that Andy hasn't watched The Martian yet for some reason.
Yeah, no, that whole 2 kids and a job that takes up the majority of my time has,
excuse.
I know.
Call yourself a nerd.
I understand that, but dude,
Shun
I don't...
him with me, everyone. Join me in shunning him.
I'm sorry, I am shunned.
We're shunning him. All of us.
Okay, so anyway, the movie we are discussing today is Alexander, the Oliver Stone sword and sandal interminably endless film.
I had to bring a friend along with me to discuss this.
Oh, good lord. Steve's got Jaeger, or as I like to call it, Satan's jizz.
Look, I had to start drowning my sorrows while watching the film, and now recalling the memory of doing so.
Oh my god, yeah, no, that's going to be the problem with this show, is that we have... Good lord. This is... Yep, there it goes. There it goes.
Oh.
Sweet, sweet booze.
Oh, it tastes like black electric death.
Yep, exactly. Just suck on that cock. Suck on that satanic cock.
Oh, God, anything is better than watching this movie again.
Oh, yeah, you think.
Like,
you think.
The first 2 movies on this list were at least watchable.
No, absolutely. I completely agree. This one here was a chore. Not only was it a chore, but, I mean, we were going to record this 2 weeks ago. This movie is so bad it fucked up our recording.
It's like a curse.
It's awful. But you know what? Before we talk about how bad it is, and make no mistake, it's a bad movie.
Oh, yeah. No, do not watch this, ladies and gentlemen.
Why could this... Steve, I got to ask you then, why could this movie have been awesome?
Okay, can we talk about how... Because it's about Alexander the Great?
He was great.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, it's full of history. It's full of action. You know, if done right, you'll get, slave girl boobs and stuff like that. It could have been awesome.
All the pieces are there. It was never even done during the age of Hollywood sword and sandal epics.
Oh, that's true.
Like, nobody has really tackled this. Well, in America anyway, which is the only place where it matters.
Right.
And then, God, you have Oliver Stone?
Yeah. Do you remember?
Come on, dude.
When I heard that he had directed this movie, that was like the first big indicator. I'm like, I must admit, there's a lot of Oliver Stone movies I love. I love Platoon. In my opinion, is the best Vietnam era movie, Vietnam movie ever made. In my opinion.
I think you'd find a lot of widespread agreement on that one.
Yeah, I mean that. No. It's for as full of holes as it is. I thought that JFK was a really good movie. The Doors is fun until I realized how much I really don't care for Jim Morrison all that much.
It's this weird sort of feeling because you want to like Jim Morrison, but you can't, which is why Val Kilmer was such a great choice to play him.
Because you want to like Val Kilmer, but you can't. And speaking of which, he's in this movie.
He's in this movie. Lots of great actors are in this movie. Lots of people with a lot of great talent.
Yes.
I mean, okay, Rosario Dawson, Angelina Jolie, Anthony
None of it is
Hopkins.
None of it is on display. No, there is no discernible acting talent anywhere in this movie. Everyone is playing characters they played in other movies, just in togas and sandals.
Oh my God, I have not seen so many performances phoned in.
Oh, Jesus. You would think they invented the phone in this movie.
It's like, but, oh my God, what's a movie about phones so I can make that joke funny? No. I have not seen this many phoned-in performances since Pillow Talk.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go.
Nerd! Gay nerd! Oh, boy.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy. Speaking of movies, you know,
should we just open the floodgates now and just say what went wrong?
Well, I just want to tackle this just really, really quick.
Absolutely.
Okay, just to summarize this. You had a skilled director that understands how to make a movie and understands things like story structure. Okay?
Yep.
And you had, an A-list cast of mostly actors that everybody loves. Okay? And you had a story that everybody was familiar with and probably wanted to see, filled with all the kinds of beats that you could have stuffed in there to make it really, really awesome. All right? You know, it was essentially Braveheart with sandals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all of those elements should add together into at least a watchable halfway decent movie.
Indeed. No, I completely agree.
So, why don't you start with where it went wrong?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, and I'll just real quick, I'll concur with you too, because after Gladiator, there's no excuse that you have any reason to make a bad sword and sandals movie. I love Gladiator. Gladiator to this day, 15 years later, still holds up.
I don't know.
For me.
Gladiator,
I mean, there's hokiness, but there's always going to be hokiness in a movie like this.
I'll tell you what killed it for me was the shaky cam.
Okay.
And not so much that it ruined Gladiator, it just ruined movies for a while. You got nominated for Best Picture, and everybody else was like, let's dangle our cameras on bungee cords.
And that trend has never gone away.
Well, it's a little better now.
Shaky cam, making my friend Bill sick during movies since 1999.
So much. It just ruins everything conceptually. I can't see who's getting punched. It's like you could have like an otherwise good movie just destroyed by it. You know? I'm talking to you, Quantum of Solace. Anyway.
That's why it's considered the forgotten Daniel Craig movie.
Yes,
anyway, what went wrong, you ask?
Yes.
Let's start with it was bland.
Oh my
There
God.
is no excuse for a movie about Alexander the Great to be this boring that I think I dozed off twice. I watched two different versions of the movie at random times and didn't realize I wasn't missing anything. I didn't realize I was watching two different versions of the movie.
No, the director's gonna have nothing.
Even the battle sequences were dull.
There were some cool elements in there, but this is the problem, and a lot of critics, you know, I made this observation while watching it and then went back and read the reviews because I had not actually seen it until we decided to, or our fans decided we should do this.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Our fan.
Yeah, fans.
Yeah. But,
fuck you, we could have done Greystoke.
There's time for that. There's time for that. And when it comes to doing Sword and Sandal again, we're definitely doing Troy. I mean,
we have to. I don't know. Troy got no love at all.
Which is
none,
too bad because that movie is so terrible.
Oh yeah, my sister-in-law's boyfriend actually wanted us to do Kingdom of Heaven, and that will come up eventually.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like we could do an entire year's worth of episodes on Ridley Scott.
We could. We absolutely could. Now I understand that, you know, because you keep shaming me about The Martian. This is his return to form.
This is The Martian is his legacy now. This is, if he doesn't do any movies after this is what he'll be remembered for. He's at an age where I really think the Academy is finally going to give him his Best Director award.
It's entirely possible.
And-
They're not
and
going to
this-
give it to Spielberg.
This may actually turn Matt Damon into a box office draw. It's that good. Are you listening, people? Go see it. Except it made a ton of money, so I know you already have, except for India.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sorry, I've discovered Showbox. So
Well,
far.
my son and my fiance's son were begging me for baked potatoes after that movie. That's how good it was. Kids asking for baked goddamn potatoes. I mean, when I saw E.T., I begged my parents for Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
That I understand. I'm getting baked potatoes. That's how good it is.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Okay,
the wife and I
that's
got a
my
date. The wife and I got a date night next week, so I'll look into maybe seeing this.
So that is my last The Martian sidebar. Can't promise I won't sidebar into Ridley Scott again.
Well, yeah, no, that's impossible. Especially with this show, we can't not sidebar Ridley Scott. But
So no, because like what we had 2 movies from Ridley Scott on the list of potential. We had Robin Hood and we had Kingdom of Heaven, right?
those are just on the potential historical movies. We're
Yeah,
not
that's
talking.
right.
We haven't talked about Prometheus or. Oh shit! The list probably goes on and on and on. But let's get back on.
Back on track. Where were we?
We were. Oh God, yeah. What's the movie we're talking about? Oh yeah, Alexander. A movie so
Oh.
boring that it's in the title of this podcast episode, and we don't even remember it.
Oh God, I would rather talk
Yeah.
about anything else. This is such a piece of shit, and I don't say that lightly.
No, I try. For as much of a snark as I can be, I try to find at least some good in this movie, and there's very little. I think there was one point when I was doing my running text commentary with you on the movie, where I shot you a text saying, "Oh, hey, Rosario Dawson's tits. It's looking up." Nope, done, gone, and there he goes again.
Am I the only person, or am I the only straight male or gay female that doesn't get that excited about Rosario Dawson?
Yeah, you might be.
Oh, is it?
It
Just me?
might be.
And I'm only like partially excited by Angelina Jolie. Like she's hot, but she's weird.
For me, it's just she's. It was up for a second.
Yeah, no, we got choppy there.
That's okay. So
Are
you were saying how much you don't love Rosario Dawson?
I'm not. Well, no, I think she's a talented actress. She doesn't do it for me. Like I don't look at her and go, oh, like, she's hot. I don't. She's not on my like I can cheat on her, and it's okay celebrity list. Anything?
Okay. Yeah, you like ethnically. Yeah, I'm using that. I'm using that term and I'm sticking to it. Ethnically ambiguous. So.
I don't know if ethnically ambiguous is a problem for you. And I feel like, because I don't want you to tell everyone. Okay, we're getting sidetracked. I'm not a racist.
No. No, I just. Up again.
I don't know. This is screwing everybody. Like, well, hopefully,
Yeah.
all right, let's just keep going and hopefully it corrects itself. Anyway, I think Rosario Dawson's a great actress, but we're talking about Alexander going off into like this exotic part of the world, the Bactrians or Bactrian. Hold on, I brought this up on Wikipedia. I have notes.
Oh, yeah, right here.
You know what? Screw it. I don't think I looked at that one. Anyway, the kingdom that she was in a northern part of. All right. You know what? I didn't bring that page up. It was a smaller
That's
kingdom.
fine.
In Persia. She was. They're not really sure about the peoples that they are. They're either of Persian descent or Asian descent. I'm not really sure. I couldn't find information on that when I researched it.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, they didn't look like Rosario Dawson.
Oh.
In fact, Rosario Dawson looks more Greek than anybody else in this movie.
Shall we get to the casting here then?
The whiteness
Colin
of the cast.
Farrell! Oh my god, Colin Farrell was so miscast. Even the blonde wig looked embarrassing.
Oh God! And what? Why blonde?
in
They were the Macedonians were ethnically Greek. Why did they make him blonde at all?
I don't know. So you.
Internet
Ah.
isn't working. Why did they make him blonde at all? I don't understand this whatsoever. Okay, she's got his mom, also, played by an actress that looks more Greek than anyone else in this movie.
Right.
And she's from a Greek kingdom. It's a distant state. It's in Epiros, which is what we would now call Albania.
Right.
Yeah, but and they spoke a different dialect of Greek, but they were definitely Greek peoples. And I don't know too many blonde Greek people. I mean, I suppose you could make the argument that since they were like further north, maybe there was some interbreeding with, the Visigoths or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's also, I mean, it's very similar to how the Roman Empire, essentially, it wasn't really like Italy. The Greek Empire, spanned a great expanse. There could have been some kind of, northern strain somewhere in that, but
I'm just saying, Alexander wasn't blonde.
Yeah. All right, I'll go.
I'm saying that with pretty solid certainty.
All right. So about the.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was going to say about the other actors. I believe you put it best when you said pick an accent and stay with it.
Oh yeah.
So you've got Colin Farrell, who's Irish
and can't do an English accent.
Yep. Oh. Jared Leto, who is American.
Yeah.
A bunch of Scottish actors who are all like, it was so thick, and it was just like this British accent was falling out of their mouths. It wasn't even like a decent accent.
Here's what happened, and this is why it sucks so bad. The approach was initially to do, or for the actors to use an English accent like they normally do in any American film about Rome or Greece.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that seems to be the standard approach. Like, this is what you do. You use an English accent, which, I mean, is weird, but at the same time, it's become a standard. And so I think most audiences will go with that. Here's the problem. Colin Farrell couldn't pull it off.
Oh, no, not at all. No, you don't ever catch. It's like when he was in Saving Mr. Banks. He couldn't convincingly pull off the Australian accent.
No, he cannot talk in an accent that isn't his.
That's true, and that's why they made Bullseye Irish.
So the solution to this was to have the rest of the cast playing Macedonians to use an Irish accent.
Oh.
Which is hilarious because I had no idea they were doing that until I read it on Wikipedia that that's what they were instructed to do.
Oh, God.
I don't know what Val Kilmer was doing, but it wasn't an Irish accent.
No.
And then his mom, played by Angelina Jolie, is doing an I don't know what accent. She's doing a vaguely ethnic exotic accent. That's all I can think of.
I believe that your words and your text were, they went with that. They told her to go with that accent.
I think they had. Honestly, I think she was making it up.
I think so. I think they're like, okay, just do Vampire Queen, and we'll be okay.
And we're talking about a kingdom that's like on the doorstep of Macedonia. Like, how different could the dialect of her kingdom be from a Macedonian? But they're counting on the audiences not to know this stuff.
See, and that's another problem with this movie, is that was really going to appeal to history nerds. They really kind of treated the audience like they're a bunch of idiots.
Oh, they really did. And speaking as a history nerd,
full
disclosure, I have an associate's degree in history and government. I know it's just an associate's degree, but fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
Yep. All right. So, all right, I'll move on to the next thing here, which was Oliver Stone could not commit to making Alexander a fully sympathetic gay character. He plays, it kind of to me felt like he was filming Braveheart if it was done from the perspective of the gay prince.
Oh God. Oh God, did he botch this so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is amazing how I did. Now in 2004, a couple of friends of mine had seen this and had complained about how gay it was. Okay, I'm doing air quotes for those of you.
Okay.
And at the time, I might have been a little bit sort of like uncomfortable with that, even though I'm trying to be like a forward-thinking, modern, sensitive, new age guy. But I'm going to tell you right now, however, um, like however anybody thought it was too gay back then, now we're here 11 years later. I'm going to go ahead and say it wasn't gay enough. You there? We're going to stay quiet here.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the last thing you heard?
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to repeat myself.
I said it
All
wasn't.
right. I'm just going to
enough.
repeat myself on
All right.
Dave.
Wait. You're still breaking up. I'll give you an all. Keep talking. Just blah blah for a while. This is gonna take editing.
All right. I'm just gonna.
You're gone again. What the fuck, Google? You suck.
Yeah.
Google, you
All
suck
right.
so hard.
I was. Jesus Christ. Hello.
I'm here. Ladies and gentlemen who listen to this
All right.
podcast, Andy is going to be doing the audio work for this, and this episode is going to be a ton of work for him. So I'm going to thank him right now for getting through all of this, and you should do. Yeah, no, I don't think I know that how this works.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one to do. Oh.
Oh, there you are.
You know. Yeah. Okay. I'm closing out some of my windows here. I'm closing out some stuff too. All right.
Did you get as far as me saying Alexander wasn't gay enough?
I heard you say that Alexander wasn't gay enough. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, no, because here's the problem. The movie wants to present this relationship between Colin Farrell and Jared Leto as sympathetic, but the entire way it's shot
Yeah.
and presented is a means of like making it seem like it's deviant and wrong. Like the lighting, the music, the look on all their faces. And I gotta be honest, Jared Leto scares the
Right.
shit
Like
out of me.
it's. And it's their relationship that essentially brings down their downfall. Yeah. So it,
Yeah, this is all about you.
yeah, but
I lost you for like the last 15 seconds. I lost you when you said their relationship.
I was all right. I'm repeating myself, so we're gonna start back here. I'm gonna cut all that other stuff from behind. That the way that their relationship was, their relationship caused the downfall of Alexander.
Yeah, I mean that's the entire presentation of it. It's like his love of another man is somehow implied to be what brought down an empire.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, I got you. What happened?
Yeah. I lost internet connection on my laptop,
Okay.
so I just moved over to my tablet. So I got to switch over to the other tablet now, so I get the note. It's fucking movie. God, this fucking movie.
This thing. Where were we last?
What did we talk about last?
Yeah, what did we get
We're
last?
I have no idea. Let's just go back. You know what? Let's just go back to the notes we had about about Oliver Stone trying to create a sympathetic gay character.
Okay, he failed. Oliver Stone failed at making a sympathetic gay character. He failed. For two really important reasons. The entire relationship was presented as being for Biggie. The music, the way they looked at each other, the way the other characters treated it, it was all treated as if nobody approved and it shouldn't happen, which as far as I can tell, the ancient Greeks didn't really have a problem with. Most of the time.
Yeah, as far as I can tell from their artwork and everything, yeah, no, I don't think I had a problem with it at all.
No. And
but
also, second reason, Jared Leto is scary as hell. I'm sorry. That man's face is too intense. Also, he doesn't age. I'm pretty sure he's a vampire. Just throwing it out there.
He could have. Now, you brought up an interesting.
You're breaking up again.
All right. I don't know what the hell's going on. It might be my internet connection, which I don't get.
We lost you. You brought up an interesting.
All right. No, you brought up an interesting point about Jared Leto and how, like, you know, he probably had Heath Ledger killed because during the time that Heath Ledger was popular, he had vanished.
Yes.
And then Heath Ledger dies, and he comes back, younger than ever. Ooh.
He's got an Academy Award, just like Heath Ledger.
The same award, too, Best Supporting Actor. And you know what? The weird thing is, if you look at it this way, between Colin Farrell and Jared Leto, they've both tormented superhero Ben Affleck. I'm going to guess you didn't hear that because
I heard like the last Jared Leto and Colin Farrell tormented superhero fans. Missed the last part.
Yeah, no, the whole bit about Ben Affleck. Good Lord! Now I lost my train of thought. This seems pissing me off here. That both Colin Farrell and Jared Leto have tormented superhero Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Bullseye and the Joker?
When you think about that, Batman and Daredevil aren't that different in the sense that both of them could be played by any white guy with a strong chin.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. This is not working out.
Sucks. Oh my god, fuck this movie.
I know. It's seriously. I may as well just post this with fuck this movie. This movie has fucked up everything that we can do, and then we try to work.
Everything we've ever tried. It even ruined this fucking podcast. This movie sucks so bad.
Yeah.
My god. Okay, so he gets banished by his dad. He gets banished by his dad, and then they skip to voiceover narration from Ptolemy about, then he came back, and then he became king, and then he pacified the Greek areas, and they skipped over basically his Punic campaigns in Greece. They skipped over Asia Minor. They skipped over Levant. They skipped over Egypt. They skipped over everything. They skipped 6 fucking years of Alexander's life so they could jump right to the Battle of Gaugamela. We don't hate Darius. We don't hate him for any reason whatsoever. We're not interested in Darius. They're just telling us, oh, yeah, Darius, he's a bad guy. Ugh. It's fucking ridiculous. This is not how you make a historical drama. You don't cut out crap in voiceover narration just so you can have your goddamn main character jump from, like, his youth pathos with his father to leading an epic battle, which, by the way, the epic battles with all their, aerial shots from the Magic Eagle and the subtext of what was going on where with the fronts and everything else like that looked like a goddamn History Channel documentary. Oh my god! Fuck you
Now,
all.
my thought every time I like blink or shut my eyes because this movie was putting me to sleep, and Anthony Hopkins' narration showed up, I felt like I was listening to his narration in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
No, it's not even. It's even worse than that. It's just garbage. It's Oliver Stone. I don't know what he was thinking. Why
he hasn't made a good movie. I mean, this was the beginning of the end. I can honestly say that he hasn't made a good movie since this one.
No, he blew it. He blew it really hard. I don't know why a filmmaker like him would think it's a good idea to just keep skipping over huge tracts of someone's life with this kind of narration.
Now, here's another thing, too. Now, you had mentioned about, skipping over 6 years of Alexander's life. This movie has no...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what I got just now was a series of stilted grunts because our internet connection is still terrible.
Yeah, okay.
And it was hilarious.
Yes.
This movie has no fucking X.
End. This movie does not end.
No, it doesn't end. No, it ended at the beginning, which, if you remember our last podcast, I complained about starting at the end and then going back with fucking flashbacks.
Bad idea.
If you want to make your movie longer, that's the way to do it. God damn it. And that scene where he's dying and he drops the ring, I kept expecting to hear Rosebud. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, God.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
Oliver Stone blamed American critics for this movie doing poorly in America because it did slightly better in Europe. His reasoning being that fundamentalist Christians rejected the film because of the gay undertones. This was in 2004. The year before the critically acclaimed 2005 film Brokeback Mountain was released, featuring full-on romance and gay sex scenes between Heath Ledger and Bumbleboy.
You see, that was the start of Heath Ledger, and then the vampirism began.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I am definitely sure Jared Leto was responsible for the death of Heath Ledger. I mean, I can't prove that.
Well, no, but
I mostly just want to believe it's true.
Yeah. All right. Let's just get on to who's responsible so we can just end this.
Oh yeah, no, fuck this.
End this conversation.
I want my pain associated with this movie over.
I really don't know. We could blame Oliver Stone. But you gotta blame Warner Brothers to an extent on this. They couldn't find an epic they can't trim a half hour off of it, and this isn't the one that they do it for.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna put this on Stone only because every time he had a chance to go back to this, he made it worse.
True. I mean, this has turned into one of those movies like Blade Runner or Brazil that has infinite versions of the same movie.
That's what I'm saying. It's like an artist when you're painting a picture or drawing a picture. It's like when you go back and erase a part of it and try to redraw it, and you don't like it, you can keep going back. But every time you go back and try to redo it, you're only making it worse.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
and
it's a tough one.
And I'm going to come down on him for the
I'm
gay
sorry.
thing. I'm really going to come down on him for the gay thing because the way it's presented in the film, it does not make the gay character sympathetic. It makes everyone feel weird.
Yeah.
It really came off as this was wrong and we should think it's wrong. And he died because it was wrong.
No, I agree with you. The yeah, no, it's oh god.
All right, I'm going to tell you.
I think Oliver.
I'm going to tell you who's responsible for this right now. America is responsible for this. I blame homophobia. That's right. And I voted for Bush twice.
You want to hear the sick thing, too? This movie was huge on DVD.
Huge.
This was a million-seller DVD.
I know.
And because I remember when it came out, I was with Verizon at Circuit City, and like every employee at Circuit fucking awesome. No, it's not. I don't remember being awesome then. I definitely is not awesome now.
I think maybe there was a boost in sales from like history teachers who were like, "Oh, I'm going to pick this up and show it to the kids. That'll save like 3 days of actual lesson planning."
Exactly. Hell, you see, they all talk like drunken Irish people during the entire the entire era too.
God, what a disaster!
Yeah. I blame our audience.
Yeah,
for making us watch this.
Yeah. Exactly. No, they picked this one up. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, seriously. And now we're paying for it with poor internet connection.
That's what I'm saying. No, this movie has ruined my life for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. I can't get the stink out of my clothes. It's terrible.
No, we're picking the next movie. Fuck our audience.
Yeah. Well. All right. So anyway, speaking of our next movie, we're thinking we might do something. What? You want to do war for our next one?
War, I don't know. We've done a lot of war. This was kind of war. I don't know. Like what? Okay, so we did superheroes.
We've done superheroes. We've done failed tent poles. We just did our big historical thing. So we could do an actual, honest to God, war movie.
Okay.
Or we could do book adaptations.
Oh, that's a good one. Book adaptations.
Or like, I think you know what? We'll do book adaptations, and we'll find a few. We'll post them, and hopefully our loving audience isn't going to be such assholes about it.
My other suggestion was just like everything Adam Sandler has done since Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, but the answer to who's responsible for this is always Adam Sandler.
Well,
no one looks at an Adam Sandler movie and goes, "Oh, you know what? It really wasn't his fault." It's the suits over at Happy Madison that are to blame for this movie. The suits at Happy Madison is Adam Sandler.
Well, to be fair though, Pixels. Not. I mean, well, yeah.
Let's just say it right now, Steve. Chris Columbus is a terrible director. Always has.
Yeah, no, he sucks. I don't know how he keeps getting work.
Let me wait for Steve to get back here so we can conclude this.
God damn. Yeah, okay, so did you get the part where I said Chris Columbus? I don't know how he keeps making movies. Or, I don't know. Who cares? Fuck you, Chris Columbus, too. I'm blaming Chris Columbus for Alexander.
I don't know how he's still making movies.
Oh, my God, this sucks. This sucks.
All right.
So
if I give us a patient.
Alexander, fuck you, Internet.
I'm going to apologize. I'm going to put full apologies in front of this thing.
Oh my God! Fuck this! Fuck you, Google! Fuck you, Chris Columbus! Fuck you, Oliver Stone! Fuck you, Steve Jobs! Fuck everybody! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Bernie Sanders!
A lot of fucking, dude.
Just everybody. Everyone running for president right now is retroactively responsible for this.
Okay. All right. So, if you want to give us a suggestion about our next show, you can email us at wrftpodcast@gmail.com or follow either Steve or I on Facebook, seeing as how our friends are the only ones probably listening to this, unless you go to the Stitcher app, in which case you can download that because iTunes, yet again, has been a royal pain in the ass about putting us on there because apparently our banner is too big. Get that?
Right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
I know.
What the fuck?
All right. So anyway, I'm Andy.
I'm Steve.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Good night, everybody, and keep being awesome.
Good night. Yeah. Thank you.